Infamous Second Son is next gen. This is the best looking city sandbox game I've ever played, and on top of the fantastic graphics, it's also loads of fun. In the game, you have two different ways to go. You can do evil things, which unlock evil abilities, and you can do good things, and that, of course, unlocks other types of superhero abilities in the good skill tree. Because the game is so graphically advanced and it looks so good, the people also in turn look really good, and I kind of feel bad about being evil and just causing havoc and killing innocent or helpless people because they look way too real. I feel like an asshole. I never felt that way in like GTA games playing like GTA 2 or 3, but now it's just too much. They made them too real. They probably now have souls. That's it. The NPCs in the game actually have souls, and if you kill one, you're basically killing a sentient life form. The truth is, the story never really compels you to be evil. Like, your main character is not an evil guy. I don't see why they gave us the option in this game for an evil type of playstyle, because none of the cutscenes I've watched, none of the really parts of the story that I've seen show us that he's a bad guy. Like, there are some moments in the story where you get to choose if you're going to do something bad or evil, but if you do something evil, it doesn't mesh with his personality. He's not a bad guy at all. He's like a happy-go-lucky, precocious rapscallion. There's nothing bad about him, or his brother, who accompanies him in the story. The whole plot of the game is you're two Native Americans living on a modern-day reservation, and this evil conduit woman who hates other conduits, and people who don't like conduits, they call them bioterrorists. She basically is chasing some bioterrorists that escape, and then, of course, the main character becomes a bioterrorist or conduit, and he has to go to Seattle, where this woman's headquarters is, to get her powers because she did something to his tribe where they're all sick, and he basically has to get her powers to undo what she's done. So forget about the main character and his brother in the game not actually being evil people. The main plot of the story is to perform a good act. Doing bad things in this game is just completely out of character and does not fit with the story at all. Saying that, it's of course more fun to do bad things than nice things. It's a city sandbox game. You gotta cause some havoc once in a while. In terms of gameplay, if I had to explain it in a nutshell, it's mission-based. You run around Seattle performing various missions. You destroy enemy strong points by killing a bunch of various enemies and then destroying this communication type hub, and then you unlock new things to do in that particular area of the city. As you continue to progress through the story, you meet new characters who either share their powers with you or you have to take the powers by force, and of course you also upgrade the various powers you have by collecting these shards scattered all around the city. I mean, the gameplay is smooth. It's really fun to fight people. I think the real important strategy in this game that you have to keep in mind is health management. You know how in EA Sports UFC, the most important thing to keep in mind was stamina management. In this game, you have to watch your health. Your character's health regenerates automatically, but if you're playing on the normal or harder difficulties, the health can go down really fast, especially in most situations where you have just guys shooting you from different angles and different parts of different rooftops. So you have to constantly, periodically run around, hide, restore your health, or like fly into an air vent and restore your health that way, provided you leveled up a specific skill in your skill tree that allows you to do that. Once you get the lay of the land, you know where to hide, and then you give an area, you know where the air vents are. The game should be a more or less piece of cake. Of course, sometimes you're about to die and you don't see an air vent, you have nowhere to run, and enemies are shooting you from all sides, and at that point you're basically screwed unless you have one of these super atomic powers that just destroys everything in your vicinity.
Whatever that was, I heard it from here.
And speaking of powers, there's actually a lot of powers. There's too many powers to keep track of. You can glide, you can turn into ash, you can become this neon flash type of character who runs super fast or who can run up walls. And of course there's melee attacks and different kinds of projectiles to shoot. The gameplay is nothing but fun, and I really enjoyed this game. It's something you can just pick up, play, and fall in love with. But if I had to choose one thing that really stands out from everything else, and keep in mind, everything else is great, so this one thing has to be something really special. It is the graphics. This game is one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen. inFAMOUS Second Son gets a very deserving stanburdman rating of a 9 out of 10. I can't think of a single person who wouldn't enjoy this game. It's basically a fun experience no matter who you are. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, my friends.
Ah, yeah!
I got a hit on the photo. Name's Brent Walker. One arrest 2 years ago for minor drug possession. Get this. Found dead 2 months later in an alley. Cause of death? A single puncture wound of unknown origin through the chest. Sending you the address now.
Yeah, our girl's definitely got a thing against drug dealers.
Sure seems like it.
It's weird though, man. If she's just killing drug dealers, then why do the news reports make it sound like she's picking off random victims like it could be anybody?
Yeah.
Well, you'd think the DUP would want people to know the killings weren't random. That if you're not a drug dealer, you're not in danger. That'd sure bring the panic level down.
So you're saying what? The DUP is trying to scare people? I mean, their job is to control the panic.
Than it is to accuse no one and allow the bioterrorists